Hello everyone, welcome to Markham's Arkham, where today I will be talking about the 2022 film Beavis and Butt-Head Do the Universe. An MTV film. Wow. MTV's still around? Oh, apparently in some capacity. I don't watch television, so I wouldn't have a fucking clue. Directed by Albert Caleros and John Rice. Features the voices of Mike Judge, of course, Gary Cole, and Nat Faxon. In this follow-up to the first film, coming 24 years after, Beavis and Butt-Head are sentenced to space camp as a punishment by a creative judge. A black hole then sends our adolescent heroes 24 years into the future, into the modern future, into today, where the duo misuses iPhones, embarks on a quest to score, and becomes targets of the deep state. So I'm a big fan of the original film, but being that the original film was so great, I kind of expected more from this follow-up. Don't get me wrong, it's hilarious, and it definitely has its moments. It's worth viewing. But really, overall, it's kind of a cookie-cutter version of the first film. They go through a series of events on their quest to score. And since they're in the future, a lot of things they do can change the timeline and change the past if they're ever to return to go back. So they're visited by these other dimensional versions of themselves that are the most intelligent version of themselves from any of the parallel dimensions, universes, or existences. And they try to get them to do the right thing, to fix everything, and to close the portal, and to get back to the past where they belong, so that they don't fuck anything up on the timeline. But they just, they're so stupid that they don't know what these beings are actually trying to warn them of, and they never succeed in accomplishing the task themselves. So it has the same spirit of irony and stupidity, as the first film, but lacking in certain respects. One thing I could say is the subplot with Hank and Peggy in the original film was an anchor to the comedic presentation, and that is something that is lacking completely in this film. Beavis and Butt-Head aren't whacking off in Hank Toolshed or trailer. This film is worth a look, and the energy is very much the same as the original. So overall, I would recommend it. One excellent thing about this film, actually, is the depth that it really goes to in order to deliver and explain the story. While in space camp, Beavis and Butt-Head are sent into space with a crew, and the leader of the crew, this woman, well, while they're up there, disaster strikes. Two of the crew have to be sacrificed in order for them to make it back to Earth. So this woman decides that it should be Beavis and Butt-Head, and she sends them off. Hence, and then they, end up in the future. They end up traveling through time from there. When they get to the future, she is running for Senate, and it's so hilarious because the tenseness of her, she thinks that they're assassins that are after her for trying to kill. Well, because the film does deal with time travel, it actually gives a really great synopsis on the theory of parallel universes, parallel realities and existences, quantum existence. So I do have to give it credit for that, and I was kind of surprised and blown away by that, and that this film actually included that idea and an exploration, a rather well played an in-depth exploration of that theory. Overall, it's worth watching, hilarious. A lot of characters make a return. The school teacher, the principal, no Daria though. Their fathers, again, have a cameo in this film as well. So overall, it's hilarious. It's a worthwhile ride. So check it out. And thank you for being here again in Markham's Arkham. Until next time, tell all your friends about it, your loved ones, your neighbors. Tell Hank while you're whacking off in his tool shed. Tell Peggy, tell Beavis, tell Butt-Head, tell Daria. Tell the school teacher, tell the principal, tell everybody in between. Click that like, subscribe button, share the video. It helps the algorithm so more people can see this, and this review gets out there to all far and wide. Thank you again for being here. Until next time, much love, light, and joy to all of you. Peace.